Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today, I'm speaking to the men out there, the kings, the divine kings, not the ones that just call themselves kings after going beast mode in the gym. No. I'm talking to the real kings, because this is a serious topic. Testosterone is on the decline. Your grandfather had more testosterone than you, and you know it's true. Start to understand that if we recognized sperm as an animal today, it would be an extinct animal. Not only are we obsessed with instant gratification, chasing and escaping the present moment through pornography and various things that lower our testosterone. No. Not only that, but we have to keep numbing ourselves from being grounded and in touch with our bodies. This video is important. It might be controversial. This is what I'm here for. I'm not here to, go around and tell you everything but the truth. I'm here to bring you the truth. So I've suffered from low testosterone in my life. It's been horrible. Dizziness, brain fog, lack of clarity, lack of sleep quality, all sorts of symptoms there. What did I do to slowly correct it? And these are some of the things that you can do as well to naturally increase your testosterone. The first thing that I would say is get more sunlight. If you're indoors all the time, you might not be getting that sunlight. So if you aren't getting sunlight, at least this is a game of macronutrients. We're deficient in macronutrients as a generation. Maybe you're not taking your multivitamins. Maybe you don't have your blood levels checked for macronutrients. I would definitely recommend this because you might be missing some key elements and be deficient in certain areas that you don't even know about. Make sure that you're getting vitamin D supplementation. Make sure that you're taking cold showers and make sure you're getting that cold water on your genitals, okay? Third thing, eat more healthy fats. Things like avocado, coconut oil, olive oil, the yolk of the egg. Now, I want to link testosterone to the flow state because when you are out of the flow state, you're probably also low testosterone. Especially if you're feeling like that brain fog after a long time. Or you're an older man where the testosterone has declined. You might feel like sluggish, out of it. All these young kids are out partying, and you feel like, man, I don't have any energy. It's not that you don't have energy, it's that you haven't created the energy. So get active, start a lifting regime. If you aren't lifting things, lift things in your backpack, carry groceries. Do anything to support your own body weight. Do body weight exercises. Instead of just walking, do HIIT, high intensity interval training. Running, walking, running, walking. Switch it up. If you keep just running, marathon runners are not as high testosterone as sprint runners, as sprinters. You notice the amount of muscle mass and the difference between them. You can definitely tell there is a difference, The next thing is if you're not already on semen retention, I would definitely recommend that, I'm not saying anything negative against masturbation. Of course, it's very healthy to do that. However, ejaculation, that's your power, that's your seed. I even looked it up, and Kevin Gates, the rapper, he's also on semen retention. He says, why do we need to, waste this precious life fluid on a sheet or on a sock, right? It doesn't make sense. So preserve that chi, preserve that prana, and be able to maintain that. Already that's going to give you a lot of mental clarity, and if you can maintain that for a long period of time, that's excellent too. That does not mean don't have sex. By all means, have sex. That will actually increase your testosterone. However, just don't be ejaculating 3 or 4, 5 times a day, right? Just keep it to a minimum and move forward from there. If you are looking for supplementation, I would highly recommend Tongkat Ali. It's an Indonesian herb. If you can find it, find the natural source of it, and also make sure you introduce that into your diet. Speaking of diet, make sure you're having garlic, ginger, Green chilies, in terms of fruits, not a lot of them increase testosterone, but I would say pomegranate has a lot of zinc. In terms of nuts, I would say stick to cashew as opposed to the other ones. Avoiding certain kinds of foods that are estrogen increasing. Now, of course, we have the whole soy boy trend, right? So soy, lots of products in soy, miso, tofu, edamame, soya sauce, lots of things in that have a lot of soy content, and so it's not really that great for testosterone, as well as flax seeds. A lot of gurus try to sell you flax seeds. That's not great for testosterone either. So the thing about flax seeds is it has something called lignans in them, which mimic estrogen in the body. So beware of those two things, but also beware of certain kinds of plastics and products, okay? BPAs, pesticides, lots of different things out there that are actually very, very bad for testosterone, as well as there's certain things that you can do for yourself that are bad for your sperm count. Tight underwear, putting your laptop on your lap, keeping your phone in your pocket. There's a law of diminishing intent. It means the longer you put something off, the less likely you are to do that thing. I mean, once you hear in a video like this, like for instance, eating spinach, right? If I tell you, okay, eating more collard greens, eating more spinach will help you raise your testosterone, some guys are going to go directly to the store, buy the spinach, introduce it to their diet, start eating broccoli, and others are just going to hear it and then not really, spinach, I guess. I mean, I guess my parents told me that growing up I eat more vegetables, but I guess it doesn't. That's not the language of the warrior. How do I? You do. What is a man? A man is a guardian of the light. What is a man? Man is a protector, a leader, a strong support system for his community. At the same time, he's willing to express himself and be real and truthful and stand up for himself. So maybe you're a man on the outside. Inside, you might be wounded. A lot of toxic masculinity is wounded masculinity. You haven't gone through an initiation process. And even if you have, it's been a fake or a pseudo initiation process. Like fraternities, how they haze you. That's a fake or a pseudo initiation process. Now, I'm not saying you have to drop everything and go on the desert for 4 days and do some kind of a pilgrimage walk. What I am saying, though, is that you push your boundaries and push your edge and push your limits. Testosterone affects your mindset as well. So if you don't feel like you are a warrior and you don't speak to yourself in a way that is empowering, it's going to deplete your testosterone, okay? Especially if you have friends who are also emasculating you, okay? This is really, really key here, guys. What you want to do is have that healthy banter and friendly back and forth. That's high testosterone. Low testosterone would be bullying against you. And also make sure that you are power posing, okay? Power posing has been scientifically proven to increase testosterone. And it's also been shown to decrease cortisol, which is the enemy of testosterone. So if you have a lot of stress in your life, that means it's going to decrease your levels of testosterone. I have a podcast with one of my friends. It's called the Better Man Podcast. I'd highly recommend that as well, because we give lots of resources on there to help guys out. So if you are struggling, definitely check that out. Other than that, guys, one final thing that I want to say is based on sleep. Now, I've had a lot of insomnia, and during this time of being on lockdown, sometimes when we have way too much energy or our mind is too stimulated, we have trouble sleeping. So my advice to you would be go all out in trying to sleep better, okay? Get yourself all kinds of sleep products. Try everything. Chamomile tea, lavender spray, right? Better pillow, better bed. Make sure your room is completely dark, right? My Alexa has a weird light that blinks often through the night, and I notice it. Some random unresolved thought will wake me up, okay? So resolve your loops in your mind that are open, close them before you go to sleep. Do the project before you go to sleep. I understand there's a lot of people out here who are night owls who watch my videos. To the night owls out there, get creative during the night. I understand it's easier to get a flow state during the nighttime because you are in that theta state, slowly going into delta. I totally get that. But you also want to get your rest if you are maintaining solid testosterone. So if you're doing everything right but your sleep is off, it's going to mess it up. Sleep in Savasana or Tiger Knee position. Check out melatonin if you aren't sleeping well as well. If you need a doctor's prescription, please do get that. Make sure you're doing lower body exercises as well, okay? Squats and things like that. A lot of us, we skip leg day, and that's not good for us. I understand it's a lot cooler to do bicep training and all sorts of things like that, but, leg day is really what boosts that testosterone. I'm sure, I'm no health expert here, but also I've been practicing this myself for a while and fine-tuning it and refining it for a while. Also have a partner that supports you. This one is huge, guys. If your woman is making you feel emasculated, definitely a no-no. That's gonna lower your testosterone, okay? So every time you go towards doing something, you're trying to do a project and she pushes you down, no. That's gonna lower your testosterone even lower and it's gonna be worse. So you need to wear the pants, okay? It's better when you both don't have any pants on anyway, but besides that point, you want to basically maintain your positive momentum and positive masculinity, and don't look towards mainstream stereotype ideals of men. Find your own examples of masculinity and don't just take from one man and emulate everything based on that one man. Learn from everybody. I'm telling you this. If you only make Grant Cardone your guru, your leader, and you consume all of his content, what if he says something controversial someday that you disagree with in your own values, but you're supplicating to that anyway because he is your leader, and then you go about your way, but you're actually feeling worse about yourself, desensitizing yourself. There is definitely a war against masculinity, and I understand why. It's because we as men use testosterone in destructive ways, right? School shootings aren't girls doing that stuff, it's guys. All of these harassment cases are guys, right? So I understand that. Testosterone used in the wrong way is problematic, and you guys need to understand that. Why? Because risk-taking goes up. So instead of taking stupid risks and harmful risks, why not use testosterone in a positive way? Taking positive risks, okay? It's different to get your thrill from, going and exploring and hiking and using your masculinity for that, as opposed to binge drinking each night, trying to prove that you're a better man by taking more shots than the other man, okay? This is the culture that we're raised in as well, and the movies that we watch and try to emulate on TV, certain college movies, things like that. So you gotta understand this, okay? This is by no means any kind of red pill, blue pill, whatever pill video, okay? This is a video about you stepping into your own power to be the best version of you, saying it to yourself, commanding yourself to do things, being the type of presence where other people want to be around you, being a positive masculine role model, because that's what we truly need in a fatherless generation like this. So I leave you with this. The real ones are going to act on it. Have an amazing day. May the flow be with you. And stay legendary.